Okay, let's start. We have very less time left. So in previous session, we went through strings concepts, methods and expressions. Today we'll move forward with that and get to know some other methods and functions which are useful for strings. And after that, I can give you brief introduction about list. So let's take string first. So if anyone has not gone through strings, then they can probably look at last lecture which is being uploaded. Okay, so let me take first like a simple line. Today is 18th April 2018. Good to see. Okay, so if we can see here, line is like this. And if you want to make everything upper, one thing is that if you type the variable name, if it is a string and after that you press dot, just wait for a couple of seconds. In this you can find lot of methods which are available. We'll go through couple of them and then after that you can find it yourself like which one suits for you for the duration. Okay, so let us do like line dot, we'll see. Okay, let's see from here only. Okay, let's take capitalize. Okay, so what it has done is that it has taken the first variable and after that it has small cased every other variable. If I do line dot, there's another thing, alpha. So this will check like if your line is alphabet or not. No, if I check like this, line dot is alpha, I hope it's no. Okay, okay, so since I forgot this one, alpha, it's AL num, it's also not AL num 2. Okay, okay, so I think it, if we just take, let us do it as line 2 equals to, today is Wednesday. Okay, I'll have to check why it is printing everything as false. Okay, so after this, like we can also find out like if your line starts with or ends with. Suppose I have a variable, for example, let's take it as another variable, computer name. So my computer name is Lenovo ThinkPad. What I can do is that let me check if it prints on computer name dot starts with. true. If I just do it as computer name dot starts with th period, it's false. So anything that starts with this you can take as a comparison wherever you want, if your variable or string starts with or ends with or not. For example, there is another thing like computer dot ends with. Now let us see if it takes or not. Cool. Other thing is, like, suppose you might find sometimes in your strings you have carriage returns on, etc. For example, let us take another variable test2 equals to dark night rises. Let's just do it as and okay. The reason it has failed because we need one more backslash here. As we have learned in last session, this is like an open, so it needs to be closed. We'll see again how we can resolve it. First, let us see like this: test2 equals test2 dot find. Let us see if we are able to. There is another like find. It says the position where this string exists. If we do like this, test2 dot find dark, it will say the position, fourth position it is going to start. It will give the leftmost position. If we consider this as 0, 1, 2, space is third, and D is fourth. So it has given the fourth. Now to resolve this one, sometime it happens. What to do? See, because the thing was that here it got open and it needs to end. It is escaping this backslash escape forward, or like backslash expresses single or double quotes. Okay. And apart from that, there is also one more simple Truty test if we want to do. For example, let us take one more statement. The statement, I am going to holiday from tomorrow. Okay. So if I check holiday in statement, it returns true. If I check vacation in statement, it returns false. So these are a couple of tests which we can use in our programs. For example, to find and build an algorithm where you require, suppose you are passing file and about holidays and vacations of etc. Example, you have a file given by some other company which has some of the data and you want to work on the string. So these are couple of things which can be helpful. Start with and find and etc. So this is strings with some more methods. Other than that, you can have a look at online to get more methods, because we don't have much time to cover every method in this chapter. Apart from this, let's look on list also. So if anyone who has worked in any other programming language must know list as an array. So in Python, we call array as list, but list has some more powerful features than arrays. You can think of as it is a reference to pointers and all etc. To those who are new, just consider list equals to, for example, if I type here, suppose names list equal to you can just consider that something within two close bracket. It is a kind of a bucket. You can imagine that you can put anything in it, any object type in it, and it will take it up and it will help to resolve it. Yeah, one more thing. Our string is immutable. So if I do it like this, test2, and if I do test2 dot 0 to, suppose let us change 0 to 4. Okay, what is test2 0 to 4? The. If I do it like this, test2 0 to 4 equals to and, it says string does not support item assignment. It means that you cannot change string. If you do like this, for example, test equals to test3 equals to test2 0 to 4. Okay, if you do like this, then okay. Test3 equals to, okay, and plus test 2 4 to 4. So we can do it. We have created any other string from this, but you will not be able to substitute or change any of the thing, which is why list is important. In list you can change it because it is mutable. So string is immutable means you cannot change anything in that. You have to hold in another variable, create another variable to take the strings. In list you don't need that. So list you can imagine as, suppose, as I was saying to new beginners, list you can imagine as a square brackets enclosing square brackets which holds lot of content in it. Okay. Yeah, and you cannot assign directly. By default I press backspace, so you have to assign something. So let us do it like this. Now let us put type of names list. So it is a class list. Okay, now for example I can put it here like this, names list equals to, while creating, for example, Ram, Sham, Sita, Geeta, Jay, Viru. Okay, all old Bollywood names. So whatever name list contains, this contains all the list of like name of the peoples and all etc, which we can hold it. Other than that, if you want to access these names, just do it zeroth element. As we saw in earlier like session, everything starts from zero in Python and in many programming language. So zero is Ram, at one position is Sham, at second position is Sita, third position is Geeta, and like that. So everything starts from zero. If I do it as like names list one, names list two, so you can see here. So if I do it names list just like this, it will print everything. Apart from holding names, list can hold any object type. Suppose if I want to create a names list, like for example the Ram, and I here add numbers also, then 56 also, and apart from that, what again, Sita, then Kabbar, and then again if I want to add anything else, just like another number. We have not gone through tuples and dictionary. We could do that also. We will see in dictionaries chapter and tuples. It takes this also. For example, now names underscore list 0 would be Ram, but names underscore list, let us see what does 2 does. 56. So this is very refreshing, this variable. If you want to imagine like how it does, what we can do is that, just a second. Example, okay, so imagine this is as a list which you have created. Someone else is also drawing, please. How many elements we have? Ram, 256, Sita, Gabbar. Total is 6 elements. If you want to calculate how many elements are there, that also I will show. 1 2 3 4, and let us consider these are not in equal nature. Okay, and if I want to write it here, Ram, here would be 2, here would be 56, Sita, I'm not using quotation marks, right? Okay, you might not be able to see, but yeah, it's visible, blue, and 90. Okay, so your list starts with here, like this is 0 element, this is first element, this is second element, this is third, this is fourth, and this is fifth. So it's like this. So if now I am able to access, if I want to access the fifth element, it would be names underscore list 5. Okay, now if I want to access, suppose -1, what it will print, let's see, 90 only. So fifth, and so last element is -1. So if I put it here like this, this can be -1, this is -2, this is -3, this is -4. Oh, thanks for that. Okay, so what would be -6? Ram. And what -6 and 0 have same thing. Okay, and what would be -3? Suppose you want to print from 0 to, like I want to say, if I want to print Ram to Sita. So what I should do, names underscore list, Ram is located at 0 and Sita is located at third, but we have to consider this fourth, because there are many ways to imagine this, but the simplest way is that if you want to print the number, the cell number 38, the list item third, then include fourth. It is like 4 minus 1 3. Okay, it's just simplest way. There is another way also where you might see on online that it is -1 and this refer as -2. Last time as we saw in string, that is also the best way. But yeah, this is also a good way to remember. And if I want to print from back like 90 to Sita, so I can do like this. Let us see, -1 to -4. No. Did not work. Okay, just do it like this, -3 for everything. So it is in reverse order, Sita, Gabbar. And if you want to print reverse list names list, do it like this. So everything is reversed. It takes whole element and then reverses that. It prints from -1, 90, Gabbar, Sita, and all etc. This is the common sometime interview question which you might see, how to print the string in reverse order. Even string you can do it like this. Example, name equals to, if I do it at name -1, so it has printed in reverse order. This is the simplest way to print any string in reverse order and any array in reverse order. So apart from this, what we can cover today for list is, we have covered slicing, we have covered how to print the list content of the list, and yeah, we can also see how we can combine list and concat it. For example, you have another, first we have names list. Okay, and what we can do is that name, let us do surnames list. Okay, we just can't declare variable, it will say it is not defined. Surnames list equals to Pandit, Verma, I can't remember anything, Sharma, Vyas. Okay, one thing is that you can just do it at names list plus surnames list. This will print. So this is concatenation of list. Other we will see in next chapter. For now, let us just go with string and create one simple. Okay, I will erase this. Simple string example and formatting example. How can I put condition in a condition? Yeah, we can go after the tuple and list condition in a condition. We will see in control flow, which is like 3 or 4 session far. But I can show, I will ping you the Google link, from that you can find it out. It's very easy. Okay. So for example, let's do it as tell me about yourself. The script gathers information about user. Suppose, for example, you are building a program and you want to, you might have seen like in on many of the website where you find and you where you find that people ask what is your favorite hobby and have you seen this movie or not, have you seen this, have you used this brand or not, something you might have also seen on YouTube, like they go for it. For example, let us do our own small at the beginner level user collection data. For example, let us take first as name. It is simple. Okay, what is your name? Then we can take as holiday. What is your favorite destination for vacation? Okay, let us put it small. Please tell your favorite holiday destination. Okay. Another thing would be what I can ask more. Okay, tech, we can put what is your favorite programming language. And let us see one more. Okay, mobile. Okay. What you like, Android or Apple or BlackBerry. So last time when we saw, we were printing the statement with, what do we say, comma, comma, comma. But during that case, if you want to print like, hi, I know about you, and then we go with comma, 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 then we will not be able to print that much because it would be too big to support that. For example, if I want to print, let us do it like this. What I say, greetings. Okay, let us put it as greetings equals to, hey, now I know your name is, you can put it as name. Okay, and you want to, so if you want to print multiple lines, do it like this. After colon, put backslash. Okay, and you want to, because you will not be able to print very long, you want to go to, so it will go out of screen. Let us take holiday. You are a fan of tech. And apart from that, let's do it like this. And you are using, and you like mobile phones. Okay, now what I can do is that I can do format. Let me see if it works or not. Name equals to name. Okay, and holiday equals to holiday. See, now also I'm running out of space. Just put comma in format. You don't need to put like this. And tech equals to, you can do it as tech, and mobile equals to mobile. Let us see it prints or not. Even dictionary method I am trying first time. Yeah, right. We can do both way. We can run from command line also and idle also. Now let's go to code. It's in C code where we store our scripts. Okay, yourself. We'll take both ways. So now if I do F5, what is your name? There is some problem in this script. You will have to see favorite destination. Singapore. Favorite language, Python. Okay, what you like? So this is our bug. Fix this. I like Android. So it has not printed. Why? Okay. Let us see now it prints or not. Now let's go to PowerShell. We can do it both way. Okay. Now CD. For simplicity, let's go to code directory only. So I have 5 minutes more remaining. Okay. Python, what is our program name? USL.py. What is your name? Sumit. Favorite destination? Let's include that. Favorite programming language? It will be still Python. And what I like? Android. Hey, I know about your name is Sumit and you want to go to London, but you can see here like this looks how it does it look. It looks really bad. So it is printing everything in the line and even two is not a space. So what to do in this case? Y2 doesn't have space because we have left it here. And what we want every line to be printed singly. So we will put slash n. You can see in the last lecture what we did it. And here also what we will do, we'll put new line return. Okay. And what in last lecture we saw, we can do it as star into, let us see our screen is 80 inch, whatever it is, stars it will cover. And let us do again star into 80. Okay. Now let us gather again information. Okay. See, this is the thing. Here the carriage is returning like in between this. So for this you will have to create some space here. And this is half. So I hope now it's fine. Let us try again. You can put Control C if you don't want that. My name is Raju. Favorite destination, USA. Favorite programming language, JavaScript. Okay. Raju likes BlackBerry. See, this is now it looks nice, but you can see how to remove this space because this is not a line. So you can check while practicing how you need to remove this space between Y and this one. And you can also take more inputs. This inputs sometime as suppose when you are taking this inputs in your surveys and all etc. Suppose you build an application that creates a survey of online users or anyone. So this one will go to the database and it will store all the information and where you can put your name as a primary key and etc. Okay, so we are stopping it here. In next lecture we will see more about list and we will do some more fun program with list. Before after list we will try to cover loops and all etc. Then we will go to dictionary and tuples because in loops and if conditions are important for playing with dictionaries. We will do some good programming with that and then we can pick up dictionary and I'll see that if I need to switch to which method. Yeah, but dictionary and tuples will be good to cover first. Okay, thanks everyone. Thank you. Any question? I have just a 1 minute if anyone wants to ask any question. Okay, no question. Thank you guys. Bye.